Okay, folks, I'm running a 60-second ad break so that people that come in that aren't subscribers won't see pre-roll ads. We're going to get the stream started in just a moment or two properly. This is, for folks that are watching the VOD, you get this. Folks that are watching live, that are subscribers, get this. Other people are seeing an ad for a minute, and then the stream starts properly, and then we go do our thing. I did today's project. Pat Baer's project was to revamp some stuff about everything, basically. Tried to revamp everything. Did it succeed in everything? I don't know. We'll find out. But the major goal was to revamp a lot of the stuff you see. Not the content of the streams, but the look of the streams a little bit. And I threw a teaser up. And then I made changes even after that teaser went up. So hopefully people will see it and be like, oh, this is very cool. And we're going to find out now. And hello and welcome to the Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build model kits and hang out with you. I'm going to throw the Bear Cave Lego, the Scythe emote in the chat. If you're a subscriber, you can throw those back at me. Still a work in progress is the green screen. It is better than it's been. It is still not great. I am constantly tweaking it, constantly working on it, constantly trying to make it better. And so thank you for bearing with me. Aristofan's here. Hi, Aristofan. So, what's the big thing that's happening right now? Well, you can't really tell in this screen. In this screen right now, Lastbrook, Aristofan, Jam, Harold, who's also hosting. Thank you, Harold. Appreciate it. So you can't really tell on this screen, and we'll look at it there. I've been changing things up. Nothing's big. It's just a lot of small little changes. So I am going to be changing a few things, like my webcam right now is 16 by 9. Now you can't really tell that because I am, because I'm big on the screen. You should be able to tell a little bit more here, and we're going to go back so we can chat. Also, my overhead webcam is 16 by 9 now as well. Now, the trade-offs. Are there trade-offs when you do this? Never change the Stargazer background. I mean, Blue, you're not wrong. The major trade-off with going 16 by 9 is that you lose some control over digital zoom. Harold just subscribed with 31 months. Thank you so much, Harold. Let's throw the emotes in the chat. Thank you very much. Always appreciate it. That is 31 months. Thank you so much for your continued support, Harold. Uh, it was nice knowing you were in chat yesterday. We'll talk a little bit about that later. It's nice knowing you're always knowing that you're around, and I got you got my back. So yeah. So one of the things that I thought to do was to kind of really finally, what were we doing with 4x3? What were we doing with that big 4x3 with the photos on the side and me directly below what I'm working on? What are we even doing there, right? It was fine. It was fine. But we can do more. Now, also, this means that having a border, doing things that are 16 by 9, having me being 16 by 9, this will make things easier when I play games and when I'm doing other types of streams. Yeah. Um, yeah, the aspect ratio should be there, right? Is it easier 4x3? Yes, you actually get the zoom. Like, I have a limit to how much I can zoom right now. I actually had to move this camera up here. I had to move it physically to get it a little closer and a little tighter of a shot than I would like. Yeah, the webcam stuff still isn't where I need it as far as green screen. That's the next step, is to finally figure out why my green screen settings are not great. Let's see if I can. I think it's my white balance is just really off, and that's throwing things completely out of whack. Also, this shirt might actually be hurting things. Having a shirt with text on it, the white is probably reflecting, which is annoying. Anyway, hi. I'm gonna go back to this for a second. Oh wow, well that got worse. Okay, let's adjust it. Also, a thing to know is that when I'm doing all of this stuff is like it's getting darker out, and that directly affects like how these things go. Is when it gets too dark, or when the darker it gets, the better it is for what I'm doing here. All right, let's turn up the brightness a bit. That might help. So no, there. Let's turn our gamma down. Why is our gamma so high? Okay. Is there an audio issue for anyone besides Lashbrook? I'm waiting, dreaming someone could perfectly emulate Silent Hill Fog. Is anyone else having audio issues besides Lashbrook? Oh, this might be why. You might have also been hearing the webcam. Oh, Blue says it's fine. Okay. Well, I did adjust a thing, and that may make things better. Audio's okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm like not liking it. Okay, that's that. We need that. Turn up the brightness is just making me green. Turn the gamma. I mean, Twitch running via Xbox seems okay. There you go. Yeah, you never know, right? All right, that's. I just might not look great tonight. That happens. Because I can't adjust some of my settings on the webcam while I'm using it. Generally, let's see. Sometimes it's the white. I don't know. Anyway, everything's going to be okay, y'all. It's all going to be fine. We're just going to deal with it. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Like, when it comes to this stuff, sometimes I'm not the expert by any means, and okay. Well, I do know that that's not good because I can see it not be good. So we're gonna take a look at this here. This is all really fun, right? How's everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. Like, hey, obviously, some people are not doing great, and you don't have to answer that. But that's a small talk thing that we say, and sometimes we don't actually mean, and that's okay as well. All right, we're gonna leave it at that. Is it perfect? No. Is it what we're going with? Yes. Yes. We're going to go with it. School's out. Great. And Blue had some watermelon for the first time this summer. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah, it's summer, huh? It's summer, y'all. I kind of forgot. It's June. It's June, and I kind of forgot that. I forgot that it was June and that it's summer. It's also Thursday still here where I am. It might not be Thursday for you. It's Thursday. It's summer. We're doing this. Uh, and yeah. School's out next week for you. Nice. Yeah. But, like, I think that's important. Mr. Bob's here. Hi, Mr. Bob. We got a stellar crew. I'm psyched about this. We got some good people. We're going to do a thing. I'm going to see if I can actually, one more quick thing I want to try on this webcam before we move on. Real quick, I'm going to see if I can I zoom in anymore? No. Okay. Yeah. Making it 16 by 9 means that I have to do this. Physically zoom. I physically zoomed. And then, that shot's in there. So then I have to do this. And do this. Great, we did it, y'all. We're making it happen. Everything's going to be okay. You don't have to leave early. Well, Harold, I'm glad you're going to be here for the whole dang thing. I know that you can stay longer because your commute isn't a commute. But I'm glad you're here. And also, Lord Crashington wants me to hit that gong, so I'm going to hit that gong. So we're going to bang a gong. First gong in the new look. Heck yeah, we hit that gong. I've also been thinking, y'all, and we'll keep it for tonight, but maybe I don't need the green screen if I'm going to be in a border. Maybe I'll just use the black backgrounds. Like the curtain background that I use. I'm thinking. Here's the thing. I got to record on Saturday. I have to record using my green screen because on Saturday, Saturday during the day, your background seems pretty neutral. Yeah, blue. Using a black background isn't that bad. I don't think. I use a curtain when I just have my webcam going. I have a black curtain that I use. I would need to set up some of the lights that I have, but I wouldn't need both of the lights I have to make sure that everything can be here, especially with the new version of the lights we're using. But I do need my green screen set up for Saturday to record Pat Baer's Anime Club for Monday, because I think that's it. I just think it's better to use the green screen for that. But I'm thinking Saturday night we might just try this without the green screen. All right, let's get building. We haven't built. We got an arm left to do on the Zagok. This is our Zagok with its pincer arm. Now you can either do 3 claws or 4 claws, and we're going to do 4 in one and 3 in the other, which is fun, and because why not? So there's the Zagok. And we're going to build the other arm for the Zagok, so we can put the Zagok aside as we get ready to build this other arm. So let's ask the question, folks. Let's see what you think. There's just a little. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. I have to fix a thing now. Sorry. I should have done this sooner. I should have done more testing. I pushed me checking everything. I pushed that too far. All right, let's go. Let's go with this. We're gonna go with this, and we're gonna figure this out here. Okay, doesn't matter. Sorry. Now I'm not in the border, y'all. What am I even doing here? There it is. Okay, that's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. All right. Okay. See, this is the thing. If I don't have the green screen, then I just need to place myself where I want to be and then move the border around where I want to be, and then I don't worry about that. And I don't deal with this stuff. I'm not going to get rid of the green screen tonight because then well, here's the thing, right? You know this. If I take this away, what have I got? I've just got... If I take the green screen away, then the chroma away, this is what Pop video production used to be like. Yeah. So this is not good. Then I mean, this isn't like I've done worse. I've like definitely done worse, but like this is not great. It's just me in front of a green screen, just hanging out. Like this is not what you want. So we'll it's not bad, but final form, you managed to place your camera view in the cockpit of one of your models. I mean, Blue, like if you're saying that you think that what I should do is superimpose myself is to get a model kit and then make part of the model kit image green and then superimpose myself so it looks like I'm piloting the model kit that I'm building. I mean, that's a thing that I didn't think of until just now. And it's a thing that like I can't do now. I'm streaming. I can't get this photo, green screen out part of it, put myself in the photo. I really now want to do that. I I really want to. I'm not going to do that. We're building. We're building. We're building. We got to build an arm here. We're working on the Zguk other arm. God damn it! Put your head on the top of the current model, says Lord Crash. God damn it, everybody. What you're asking me to do is this. You're asking me to do this, and then I have to move this up. That. Then I have to put my here. I got to take this border out. Make my life easier. Get rid of this border. Then I got to put myself here. Then I got to take this and I got to shrink myself down some. And I got to put myself right here. And it's not perfect because of my shoulders. And I can't zoom in anymore. So I got to make the image bigger. So that I could do this. I mean, God damn it. God damn it, everybody. Look, I'm not a professional, but like, I thought I was more professional than this. Anyway, this is what we're doing. This is us now. This is me now. I'm the Zagok. My weird brain that reminds me of the movie of the 90s where Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery swapped heads digitally. This is just stream messing with the setup. Yeah. Look, are we keeping... I was really happy with the whole border thing. And now I'm a Zagok. All right, this is what's happening, I guess. I'm going to put this over here so it's still in frame. God damn it, everybody. And yes, I should be wearing a green shirt so that I really blend in with it. But I didn't think that this was going to happen, and I'm mad at everyone. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anybody. I wouldn't do this if I was mad. If I was mad, I wouldn't be doing this at all. I would be like, I wouldn't think this was funny, and I would be doing it. I think this is very funny and weird. Anyway, we're going to go with this. This is what we're doing tonight. Guess what? Anyone that comes in late is going to be like, why is this happening? And it's on your head. It's a careful setup ruined in 20 minutes. Here's the great thing, y'all. We're going to finish this, and then we're going to jump to the next thing, and the scene is going to be wrong. So I'm going to have to import an image and keep this the scene. Because if we jump to the Eldora, which is the next thing we're going to build at some point, oh, that's the be right back sign, we're going back to this. So this is what we're going to go back to at some point, unless I change it dramatically again, which I guess we are. God damn it. All right, let's build this. We're almost done with this kit, which is a very good, weird kit. It's not this weird. Like, we're being too weird for how this kit. We're like, Yeah. Why is this happening? It's the 2020 mood, says Aristophan. Aristophan, you're not wrong. Uh, this is happening. Okay, this is happening. This is the stream we're doing right now. Okay, I gotta Alt, no, Windows Shift S. I'm screen sniping there. That's saved to my clipboard now. I got that saved to my clipboard so that I can so I can show that photo off later and go, this is what happened. Anyway, I'm happy about the 16. I'm generally happy about the 16 by 9. I'm not so thrilled about the whole like what's happening at the moment. No, but you know, it is what it is, y'all. Um, I talking about the new setup was kind of like the thing that the only thing that I had like on my mind today. So I'm kind of freewheeling beyond that. Um, we have not gotten a lot done. We're gonna get some stuff done. I mean, definitely look. This is a 2-hour stream. We're gonna finish the Zagok, no problem. We're finishing that. I'm not worried about that happening. It's anything else happening tonight I'm not sure about. I got another kit to build. I got anime to talk about. And there were some interesting things in 2 of the 3 shows. And there was mildly interesting things in the 3rd show. So I got 3 anime to talk about. If you have Netflix, Dorohedoro is worth your time. That is not a show I'm going to talk about tonight. This is an outside part of that because it fucking rules. And it's violent and beautiful and sweet somehow and very good. So there's that. Let's see what else is going on with me. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to do a thing that I have not done in some time. And I'm very excited about it. I'm getting tacos. Friend of mine was like, hey, what if we got tacos? And I was like, that lives nearby. It was like, what if we just got like a lot of tacos? And then like, I come to your house, you take you let me know when they arrive, you take out your portion, then I'll come by, I swing by, and I grab my portion. And I was like, you want to have a taco party, but like, we don't at our own places? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, if you want, what we can do is you order tacos, you grab yours, I come by, I stand on the sidewalk or in the in the driveway, and you stay on the stoop, and we're far enough apart, and we could just like hang out and have a taco party. And I was like, oh yeah, yes. So my buddy Mike and I are gonna have a taco party tomorrow, and like he's gonna hang out and uh, we're gonna chat and see what's up, and then he's gonna like eat some tacos, and I'm gonna eat some tacos, and we're just gonna do it. We're gonna see what's up, hang out, chat a bit. I'm looking forward to it. There is the matter of pulling your mask up to eat, which is not. Look. Here's the thing: the part where we're going to hang out at a social distance and eat together, I don't recommend that. This is the first time I will be doing that. I would not recommend it for other people because I am not a medical professional and I should not be giving out any sort of advice in that regard. I can only tell you that we're going to have our masks. We're going to pull our masks, up enough to put food in our mouths, and we're going to treat it like that. And that's kind of how we're going to do it. Is this the great idea? Probably not. Which is why as I said, I'm only talking for myself. I'm not putting any recommendations for anyone out there about how you should behave or how you should do things. I'm only speaking for myself and my plans. And mostly I'm just Hey, I think a lot of people are, and I think it's okay. It's definitely okay to talk about it. I'm lonely. I am socially isolated. I do not have a roommate. I have people that I talk to on on the internet, and people I talk to in Hangouts, and people I talk to on the phone. And but like being in physical space with people, as much as I need my alone time, I got it. I'm good. I've had it. I've had my alone time. I also am a performer, and I like to have the attention of some people, and to be with people, and to communicate with people, and to be around people. I like those things, and it's been very strange to not have any contact with people. Um, and I have no problem with letting you know that. Like it has been a lonely time. Uh, I had the wrong piece there. Hangouts are fun. I've had hangouts, and I like those hangouts. Um, Zoom hangouts. I think those have been great. Although I'm currently looking for options to not use Zoom. And if you use the free version of Zoom, please do not say anything that you would not want to say on a non-encrypted piece of software. Put it out there for you. Some free advice on that. Um, but I'm going to miss my daily Zoom meetings, but at least my boss is keeping up with the weekly trivia she's been doing. I'm writing next week's game. Heck yeah, Harold, that's awesome. Have fun. That's like the saving grace for a lot of it has been that, right? Like for me anyway. I speak for me. Having people, reach out. I have a friend who pretty consistently is uh, um, hey, we're hanging out on Wednesday. Our school district forbids Zoom, so I haven't used it. Aristophan, turns out that's for the best. Now, while the paid version is encrypted and works out pretty well, I just dropped a bunch of sheets. Turns out that Zoom has made the decision not to ever encrypt any of their free meetings. So they can protect people in case they can work with the FBI in case there's bad stuff happening. And what does that mean? And who defines what's bad and what's perfectly legal and not a fucking problem? Come on. Hello, Crazy Like Fox. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Welcome to the chat. Also, there is the website, Jitsi. I will look up the tab here. Jitsi.org or meet.jit.si, J-I-T. Meet.jit.si is a open source, free group online thing. I have not tried it, but Internet's Technology's Will Smith thinks it's rad. Yeah, I was considering. I mean, I paid for it. I'll admit, I paid for it because it's screen. Here's the thing: Zoom screen sharing still works better than just about anybody else outside of Discord. Although Discord is often not the best quality. It's not guaranteed consistent quality. But if you're in a private group, screen sharing with Discord works just fine. Um, so I have not tried the screen sharing aspects of that, but I know that Internet's Will Smith has been was the person that recommended Jitsi, so I'm gonna give that a go. Crazy Like Fox, look, I can't explain what's happening right now, other than you picked it up right away. I am Pat Zock, and this is happening. Will this happen every time? No. Is this even good? I don't know. Did we? Just for Crazy Like Fox, anybody else that joined that missed it, Is this me taking away all of the things that I added today that you would have seen? You will see in the next one if I don't undo it. Yeah, it's the right thing for the right time. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have borders, and I'm going to work on this whole 16 by 9 thing, and things are going to be great, and I don't have to be right underneath the kit anymore, and I can do, like cool things with the photos and really customize everything. But instead, I'm this. Because I've also thought about, like, what if I stop doing... Because I like the idea of just using the black canvas I have, or black curtain I have. I like the idea of using that as my wall. So I'm thinking I might just do that. And then I can put the green screen up when I need the green screen. And I can put the green screen over the black curtains when I need the green screen, which is generally I only really need the green screen stuff for some of the video stuff I do. Like I'll mention it later coming up. I'll promote it, but I have Baer's Baering the List. I have a new one that came out yesterday. I finally did 2002 to 2004 of Toonami, and I have completed my 3 Baering the Lists about Toonami. And I won't be doing any more about Toonami because I now have done that. I might do later generation Adult Swim Toonami, like the relaunch in the late 2000s or the early 2000 teens. I might do that, but the one I did next week has nothing to do with it because I recorded that today. That's a peek behind the curtain. Papier's Anime Club, I record usually 2 days before it goes live to folks. But Baering the List, I record 6 days ahead of time, and sometimes I record multiple in a row. Sometimes I change my shirt. Sometimes I don't change my shirt because it doesn't really matter, and you don't see much. And oh, weird, I'm wearing a black shirt because that's what I do. That's what I do. I pulled the wrong pieces here, so let's get these going. So I was talking about the taco party. That's going to be very fun. Again, I am not here to recommend to folks that that you do what we're going to do, but I think it's good. Baering the List. What's the best early Adult Swim show, and why is it Space Ghost Coast to Coast? So Space Ghost Coast to Coast is very important. It probably is the best of an era of those shows. It is super important to me anyway. The most important Adult Swim show is Tom Goes to the Mayor. Because it is, it sets a standard of weirdness and oddness. It allows for that. It allows for live act. It is the broach between live action, where Saul the Mole Man and Fat Guy Stuck in Internet failed, unfortunately. Fun fact: if you watch the pilot episode of Fat Guy Stuck in Internet, you will see me. I did that for free, and it sucks that I did it for free. I should have made them pay me, but they were not an SAG after show. Thank you very much for not Cade nor Abel for the follow. Appreciate that very much. Welcome, welcome. Tom Goes to the Mayor was great. Not my trivia. Oh, that's awesome. Your trivia game tonight had Tom Goes to the Mayor question. Heck yeah. Tom Goes to the Mayor is super important because it bridges the gap. Whereas it's certainly, like Awesome Show, Great Job is is maybe thought of more fondly and remembered for good reason because it's excellent. It's like a very important. It's a weirdly important show. Because Saul, which is the sacrificial lamb, because it is a parody that the audience that was watching didn't understand, and the audience that would have understood it did not watch Adult Swim, so did not understand Saul and what he was parodying. It's actually pretty good. I don't want to say it was ahead of its time. It was an error. It was the wrong network for that. And Fat Guy Stuck in Internet, just people didn't, they hadn't accepted the concept, the fully concept idea of, like, oh, it's Adult Swim. It can be live action. It's a parody of everything you like, nerds. It's only a Tron parody to get people in the door. It's a parody of everything. The main villain's name is Chains. Which, I don't know why that's. I'm angry about that. I'm not angry about that. I love that show. But anyway, Tom Goes to the Mayor is probably the best of that era. It's the most important, I would say. And the best is probably Aqua Teen. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is probably the best Adult Swim show. I mean, it's definitely S rank. I don't know if it's the best, but I think it's probably the best. I remember when people freaked out the notion of anything not a cartoon on Cartoon Network Adult Swim. That's right, Lord Crashington. I mean, Tom Goes to the Mayor was still like this weird. It was live people, but like the photography and the stop motion of it made it okay. And Awesome Show was so good that people didn't complain about it. But like, yeah, Fat Guy Stuck in Internet just came out like, and people were just like, no, which was a bummer because it's fun. And then it also features, my voice cracked there. It also features the villain in the most recent Ghostbusters movie and the writer of the most recent Ghostbusters, aka the Lady Ghostbusters, if you want to be pejorative. Yeah, they're both in that, which is fun. Which is just a fun little fact. It's a fun fact for you. How dare you air the Spider-Man movie on Cartoon Network? Yeah, I mean, people like. They think they know a thing, and they need, like, I'm sure that when Toonami started having anime in it, that some people were like, wait, what? That's just an anime. That's a big robot. That's not the real adventures of Johnny Quest. That's not the another show that I just assume is not Japanese, even though it is, which is like a bunch of early Toonami. Because people fully believe that some of the early animation that they liked wasn't Japanese. Somebody tried to tell me that Ronin Warriors was made in Canada, and I was like, you are wrong. Ronin Warriors is a Japanese-ass Japanese anime. Come on. I'd probably pick Harvey Birdman. Harvey Birdman's real good. You're not wrong. Anyway, hey, look, it's the Zagok. We finished it. I'm going to take a photo of it. We did it, everybody. Also, hey, I wasn't able to update my stream info, the title, the Zagok Eldora, in Chrome. I had to use Firefox, and I don't know why. It might be a Chrome extension was being weird. I have to figure that out. But I will figure that out. Oh, Lord Crashington wants me to hit that gong, victory gong. I gotta take this photo here. So let me hit this gong. Oop, I dropped. Oh no. It's gong time. Zagong. I have hit Zagong. Alright. So I hit the gong. Put my phone back over here so you can't see it. This was the Zagok. It was cool. We built it. I like it. It's a fun kit. Look at this. Look at this. This is not blurry. I'm very excited about this. A lot of other stuff on this stream has been weird, but the overhead working out 16:9 and looking pretty dang sharp. I'm very happy about that. Anyway. Oh, I did miss a thing. Sorry. I did miss a thing. There's one piece I didn't put on because it comes on at the very end and I forgot about it. And I was like, this doesn't fit right. Just got to put the piece there. Yeah. Now we're good. We won't need to no need to take a new photo. We know what it is. Okay. So we're going to here. We're going to take the back boosters off. Put it in there. That's done. Along with some decals if we want decals, but we don't. Take these off. Great. Zagok is good. All right, we are going to move on to our next kit. Going to get this here. Get that there. This is the Eldora Brute. It is from Build Divers, and it is a it takes large inspiration. Oh wait, we have to. Oh god. It takes a large inspiration from. All right, so with this here, gonna make this bigger. It takes a large inspiration. Sorry, from the Death Army. So we did the Devil, Gundam previously, and now we're gonna do this one. So let's see, web new. Could put that there. So that when we put E here, we're gonna put this here. Make me smaller. Actually, let's. Can I flip this? Transform. Flip it. Yeah. That'll look better if I flip it. Will it look better? I don't know. Too many layers. Too many layers. Alright. There we are. Alright, there. We're going with this. Is this? Oh no, more people came. Hi, welcome. I said oh no, like I don't want people to be here watching the stream. Welcome to the Build with Baer Workshop. I'm Pat Baer. I built model kits, and sometimes I listen to chat, and this happens. And that's okay. If I was actually mad, you'd know I just wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do it. Because I'm not mad. Don't look at me while I build, right? Yeah. Good enough for a weird stream, right? Yeah, on Saturday, we're going back to the new tab system. The tabs are going to be back. Everything's going to look very different than it looks now. I'm going to have things ready, and I'm probably going to use the black curtain, as I said, and it's going to be different. Anyway, we got a big weird kit with a lot of legs. This thing has legs. It's got a lot of legs, and it's got a cool weapon, and we got some stickers to put on, and I get loud sometimes when I'm that is generally the consensus that I am trying to force my way through a thing is I just get loud. Hey, when it goes on YouTube, I'll make sure to send the link out, but I was in a cool stream last night, and if you're looking for, you can watch the VOD if you want to see the VODs and just, hang out. Over on Loading Ready Run, you can go and you can see a great night of Jackbox. It was really fun. There were really, really fun people from Loading Ready Run, like Graham Stark and Beach Dairy and Coriander Dickinson, who are already fabulous and fun folks. And then there were people who I didn't know anyone else that was doing it. I just didn't know anybody else was doing it. There's a dude who I barely know that was just incredible. I got to do stuff with Laser from the Double Clicks, and that was rad as heck. And it's just great people, just cool, good people. And it was a pleasure to stream with them. And play a game. And as Harold said, it was a fun stream. It was a very fun stream. We played a bunch of Jackbox games. I did progressively worse as the night went on. Just did worse and worse and worse. But it was a fun one. Did I get the last laugh? I did. I got the very last laugh. And, is that important? No, but it is. But it is. It is important. It's important that I get the last laugh. No, it was just a good time, and I was happy to be invited, and I hope to do more fun things with them in the future because they're fun people. What was it weird that I was on one of their streams on Sunday and then also on Wednesday? Yes, it was weird that I did two of their streams back to back. Not back to back, but like days apart. Outside of the fact that they are a collective, and it's not like I guested with like a buddy like twice in a couple days. Like, there was the overlap between those two streams. The only other person I was on stream with both times was Corey, Coriander. We had an overlap there, but that was it. Everything else was just like people that I haven't worked with before and people that I love and don't get to see that often. And it was just cool and nice and fun. There was an earthquake in LA last night. It wasn't a full-fledged earthquake. There were tremors, which were a response to a previous earthquake. Which apparently is just a thing people deal with. And two folks that were on the stream live in Los Angeles and felt the earthquake. And it was just like a thing. It was a whole fucking thing. They were okay because it was just like tremors. It wasn't a full-fledged earthquake, but it was still like, wait, what? You dealing with an earthquake? Shit. Oops. Oh no, a piece came off. Let's see. Do I need tools? All right, I need some tools, so I'm going to pull out some tools. Reminder, folks, if you've used Twitch Prime, you have to manually renew your subscriptions. If you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming one. I will be doing my pause for the cause at the break, talk about ways you can support the stream. If you are so inclined, you are in no obligation to do anything other than watch and hang out. If you want to chat, you can chat. You don't even have to chat. You can just be a person. I will be doing a charity stream, and I will be trying to raise money for the bail fund. I will be joining my friend Tanya's group. She herself has done incredibly well, and many people on her team have done really well. We will not get anywhere near as that, and that's okay. I will be doing a Twitch Sing stream next Wednesday, so 6 days away. I'll be doing a Twitch Sing stream. Now, I have decided that there will be, if we hit certain amount of dollars, I will sing a particular song. I'm going to be doing that, so I will sing a couple bad songs or a couple good songs. But I will also be doing an incentive where if you give a certain amount of money, you can make a request. So you might request a great song, like a song that I wouldn't necessarily sing. Like maybe I'll sing "If I Had $1 Million." I wouldn't. That's not to me a bad song, but that's not necessarily a song I would think to sing. But if somebody wanted to hear me sing "If I Had $1 Million," I would sing that song for donation that would go to the National Bail Fund, and we could help out a lot of people. Fun fact about the National Bail Fund and the weird way that bail works is most of the people that we are going to be benefiting with the National Bail Fund, they're just on trumped up charges that will be dismissed, and that bail will be returned, and then that bail can be reused for other people. So it's not just a one and done thing. Your dollar goes a really long way. It is a odd, interesting, weird, bullshit thing. Especially in current circumstances. So that is what I'm going to be doing next week. I'm looking forward to it. I'll have more details soon. I'm going to probably come up with like a list of songs. And I will also have like, when I reach a certain amount of money, I will sing this song. I do not know what to set. This is actually a good question. So like I don't know, does $500 seem like a good? This would be a really good. I think that's like a good goal. Is like say like, oh, let's try to raise $500. And so then like I raise $500, and I sit and I'll do it again because I've only done it once. I did for charity once before and have not sung it since. I'll sing the dance remix of Let It Go, which is terrible and I hate it. But like if you want to hear me sing the dance remix of Let It Go, then like we hit $500, and I feel like that's like totally reasonable and totally doable. And I'll have like I guess like a long shot goal ahead of that. But it's okay if we don't, because people are hurting all over and dealing with a lot, and money is tight for folks. And the idea that that especially in the streaming space, there was already a lot of stuff going for things like St. Jude and for COVID relief, and fundraisers for folks that have just been out of work and underworked, and so there already was a lot. So I have not really been doing any fundraising on my own this year, so outside of personal stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to help out and to be able to do something. So that'll be next Wednesday. All right. Okay. Let's see. We talked about pizza party. Um, I've got this nonsense going here. Let's see. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Let's see. There have been conversations about. Let's see. There was some convention talk stuff happening about a bunch of conventions that decided they're not going to happen. Somehow, PAX West is still on the books. I mean, it's not going to happen, but it's still on the books. I mean, it's just not going to happen, folks. Don't like. I think that Seattle hasn't blinked yet, but I just think it's not going to happen. I just can't imagine it will. I started working on the G40 today after finishing the MT last night, and boy, are those some incredibly tiny pieces. Yeah, I've heard that G40 is got some work going on in there. It's going to put you through the paces. Did I miss a step somehow? I don't think I did. Yeah, this is just this piece here. All right, I'm gonna goes like that, goes like that. This piece here says, make sure the part facing the right way in the right positions, is what it's telling me. So it wants this to go like this, and this to go like this, and then this goes on the side. I don't know. The range of motion of the torso is rad. That's awesome, Lashbrook. Hey, you might have seen me tweet about this, about a model kit that is out there that people are pre-ordering, which is the Cup of Noodle model kit. And Crazy Like Fox got me a gift card to a gift code to the fine folks at USA Gundam Store, specifically so I would pre-order that kit, which I did. So I put a pre-order. So someday I'm gonna make that Cup of Noodle model kit, and I'm very excited about that. Especially after watching some people build some specialty model kits, which I'm never in on. The other thing that I'm thinking about pre-ordering, which the funds right now are a little shaky for me to make decisions like this, but I do expect sometime in the future to have the funds. Oh, there we go. We got it in. To do this, there's a Ultimate Gohan. There's Teen Gohan. It's not Saiyaman, it's Ultimate Gohan, but Ultimate Gohan Figure Rise is happening. It's really dumb, and I kind of want it, but the fig ramen looks too gross. See, I think inside it, when it's all together, like on its own, when you just look at the tray, that's not great. But together, I think it works out really well. Lashbrook. So I think all together, it's going to be a fine product that'll really come together in the bowl. I'm excited about it. Oh yeah, like I said, uh, Ultimate Gohan is going to be out there, and as a big fan of Teen Gohan, I'll take what I can get. Is it Great Saiyaman as a figurized model kit? No. Would I prefer the figurized model kit to be the Great Saiyaman? Yeah, of course I would. I love the Great Saiyaman. It's a goofy, weird idea, and I love it. So of course I would want that kit. I'm not getting it, but I want that. But I'll take Teen Gohan as a kit. I have not pre-ordered that yet, but that is something that I'm looking to definitely do in the future. All right, so this goes here. This is gonna go here. I've also never done a pre-order from USA Gundam Store, so I'm excited to see how that works out. I think it should be fine. We do have a sticker here. I am using a very small sticker. It's hard to see. It's a little purple sticker that I just on my X-Acto knife that I'm lining up with my piece here. I have a lot of space now for building. It's not really a lot of space, really. And also, my photos will generally be smaller, but I just wanted to get this in some sort of way. I'll just take this down some. Nope, that's not what I want. I want this. There we are. So goofy. All right, let me get this little sticker on. It is a tiny little sticker. And I'll get it on here, and then I'll be ready to move on. But yeah, I was talking to some people about convention stuff because I was seeing people that, I only see at conventions. And it was there, the kind of discussions of like, oh yeah, well, weird. So I saw you in Boston. Huh. That's not going to happen again. It's like, no, probably not. And it's part of that, it's like it is part of that isolation thing. Like the idea of being able to travel and see people on the road, like that's just not a part of my life right now, and that is a weird thing. Um, uh, Having FlameCon just not FlameCon isn't going to do a digital thing, which is probably for the best. The Game Developers of Color Conference, Expo, I should say, Expo, sorry, Expo, is going to be a digital event in September. Um, and while I'm happy that it's going to continue in some fashion so that those devs can get out in front of people so that people can do their presentations, there was already a presentation that happened last year that was the people were there in the room, but the presenter wasn't there because they had some visa issues last minute and were unable to attend in person, and so they did it on Google Hangout, and it was not perfect, but it was something. So they're going to go digital only, which is a shame because it's a very great convention, um, but it makes sense to do it. One of the things that's particularly fantastic about that con is wait, what happened? Is the people that oh there it is. Sorry, dropped a piece. I found it. Is the vibe in the room. The vibe in the room at uh, the Game Developers of Color Expo is so nice. It's just like the energy is so like people are so excited to try each other's things, to talk to one another, and to like meet people they've only known online, or people they didn't know were doing a thing, or try a game, or find a like there was a thing for them that they didn't know existed, or like test something out and give feedback. And there was an NYU contingent there, which was really nice. And just like, yeah, like I said, it was just the vibe was so good. And I mean, this is the best course of action, but beyond what's happening in the exact moments right now, just with people not wanting to travel, and even beyond our current unrest. Uh, I am happy that it sounds like LA is. I mean, it's still not gonna be great. Nothing is gonna be great, but it sounds like LA lifting its curfews uh, will make things hopefully a little smoother for people out there. Uh, I am feeling healthy enough that I am certainly thinking about um, having more of a presence at demonstrations and protests. I have been to vigils, and I've been minorly to events, generally for not that long. I had some a foot issue. I uh, I did a very dumb thing. Here's the thing: if we don't want to talk, people, I understand, entertainment, but it's not escapism. Is kind of the tag that I've been using. So I understand if people are like, but I'll say this: hey, if you're like me and you've been just in the house and you haven't been doing the things you do all the time, um, don't just go for a run. Don't just go for a late night run because you're like, well, I haven't been exercising. I better like get myself whipped up because I pulled something real bad in my ankle, and it was real bad. Uh, and so I kind of been hobbling around for a bit. And of course, I've been inside, so it hasn't been a big deal, but it has limited because there's been some demonstration activity, and there was a vigil that was not too far from me, but generally they start walking, and uh, I'm proud of the folks I know and the many people I don't know who uh, for 2 hours were trapped on the Manhattan Bridge, but I definitely was not in the proper shape to be able to do that myself. Uh, so I have been certainly contemplating getting out there, being a little more limber. Even with the fact that habeas corpus, as of today, no longer exists in New York temporarily. So until that gets overturned, right now in many parts of New York, you can be held for longer than 24 hours without being processed because the excuse is that the number of people coming through and the number of the fact that they have to limit a lot of it because of COVID. It's basically saying because of COVID they have to. Uh, it's harder to process people, so they're going to lift that, which just seems unbelievable, but also not unbelievable at all. So we'll see. Hopefully that will get overturned quickly because it does pose a huge risk to the health and safety of many, many people. And also, yes, also, as pointed out by several people who were there arguing, hey, most of these people coming in are coming in for breaking curfew and are not violent and are demonstrating against police brutality and are going to be held for long periods of time in unsafe conditions. And maybe that's not great. So, I mean, Seattle was already doing that. That person I know and their partner, or their husband, I should say, they're married. They got married. I forgot. I said misspoke because they got married. They were just in some sort of warehouse facility for several days because of overcrowding, and then were never processed with anything, or never no charges. They were just taken off the streets on a Saturday and released on a Tuesday. It is unfucking believable, but not surprising. Especially because as I talk about Seattle, and I talk about Los Angeles, and I talk about New York City. These are major cities with lots of fucking shit going on in them. It is. Oof, it's rough. So yeah. People are putting the work in, and I have so much love and respect for folks putting in that work that I certainly will be out and about as well. Again, I'll probably hit up another thing in the McCarran Park tomorrow or Saturday, but it will be mostly during the day, and I will probably not go out into the night. All right. I'm putting some tiny stickers on here, and then after I put these 2 stickers on, we will take a pause for the cause, and we will talk about ways you can support this stream if you'd like to. You're under no obligation to, obviously. But let me try to get these 2 little stickers on, and then we'll take a break, and we'll take a little conversation pause, and we'll do that, and then we'll get back into model kit building, and I think that'll be pretty neat. Keep working on this, and got some anime to talk about, and a few other things I'm sure will come up in conversation. Some purple accents on here. This is a newer model kit. I'm checking the dates. This is 2019. So this is one of the newer kits that I've built on stream, and excited to work on it. You can scan it to watch the anime. It's got a barcode on there to a video. That's fun. That's a fun, silly nonsense thing that they do. All right. Head stickers are in place. We'll let that adhere. All right, we're going to go to this screen. First and foremost, if you're currently a subscriber, you get the Bear Cave the Lego the Scythe emote. That is a great way to let the people know that you are a subscriber. If you would like to become one, you can use your Twitch Prime coin. If you have Amazon Prime linked to Twitch, you can do that. If you're still an Amazon user, that's a thing you can do. Again, unrelated to what I do, but we'll get into more there. Feel free to take a visit to blacklivesmatter.com. Learn resources, ways you can help, ways you can donate. That is a thing that you can do if you're so interested. Because your friends of color it is not their job, and they are not here to educate you. It is our responsibility to educate ourselves and each other. So, read a book, and maybe Google, follow the resources for independent bookstores you can buy books from, some of which are black owned. Hell yeah. So yeah, thanks for being a subscriber. I'm going to quickly talk through ways you can support the stream. As I said, we're going to get back to building in a moment or two. So if you're like, I don't want to support, I can't, or I don't want to, don't worry about it. We'll get back to building, and we're going to talk about anime soon. Well, I got to remind folks about ways to do this. I have a Patreon. You can join my Patreon. If $5 through Twitch is not something you want to do, maybe you would want to do my Patreon. And you could get on there, patreon.com/PatBear. There's a $1 tier, a $3 tier, a $5 tier, a $10 tier. There's different rewards. The $10 tier voted that I should build this out of my backlog, which is really nice of them. My $5 get video early. So, those are things to look at if you're so interested. Let's see. Also, bits and coins and subscriber, you could gift subs. Right now, no one has gifted any subs in June. It's still early, so that's okay. But you can gift somebody who's watching the stream a subscription. We haven't had any cheers. So if you want to join the top of the leaderboard in cheers, you could do that, and then you can join the leaderboards, and that's a fun little thing. Yeah, you don't have to, but you can. Those are ways to support the stream if you're so interested. Also, monies. If you like what I do here and you would like me to be able to buy more kits to continue building and you want to help me with that, then here are ways that you can. Here are some links that would directly benefit me. Again, no obligation to do any of this. But there's a coffee. These are one times. These are like, I don't want to subscribe to Patreon. I don't want to do Twitch subscription. I use my coin for somebody else, and I don't want to put money into it. Okay, here's some one-offs: PayPal and Streamlabs and coffee. And the Streamlabs will appear here. Harold just cheered 69 bits. Nice. That is the nice one. Thank you. Hitting the applause there. Thank you very much, Harold. For those bits. Welcome to the leaderboard. And also, always thank you for your support, Harold. Continued support from our friend Harold. Always appreciate it. Nice indeed. Okay, real quick. We're going to get through these real quick, then we're going to go back to build it. I have an Amazon wish list. If you would like to buy something on that wish list, it will come in the mail to my apartment. You won't know my address, and I will get things. And then I will build the things. Somebody recently purchased something. I'm going to build a kit from Turn A Gundam. And that's nonsense, because that's crazy. Crazy is not the right word. I apologize. That's not the right word. There are some stuff here that is not available right now. It will be again, because everything's the world. So there's a bunch of things that are just like currently not available, but I'm going to leave them on the list because they might be available again. But there's a bunch of stuff, Lego sets and model kits. Lego taking the steps to start phasing out sets that focus on the police, which is more than one would expect. You would expect them to just give the drop of dollars that they were planning on giving, which is still a lot of money, but for them was, not necessarily a lot of money. But okay, cool. Great. So yeah, we had some stuff purchased off my wish list, and as I said, somebody bought me the Turn A Gundam. I have no idea when that's coming, and I can't wait to build it. But yeah, I got a Lego set waiting in the wings for you to build, and I'm excited about that as well. Another thing, as I said, Crazy Like Fox bought me a gift card to USA Gundam Store. Specifically, it was purchased with the understanding that I would use that money to buy the very lovely Cup of Noodle model kit that's coming out. And I did do that. So if you go to USA Gundam Store, you buy a gift card, you could then send me that. Just so you know, if someone does that the next time that someone does... yes, Blue. There's going to be an official Cup of Noodle model kit. And I'm going to build it. I will... let me find a photo of it, because we'll talk about it while I say this. The next thing I am going to get is Gohan, because, as I said, there's an Ultimate Gohan, and I added it to my own, to things that I want here, certainly. But yes, I pre-ordered this thing here, and are you going to give me that info? You're not. Noodle. Yes. The best hit Chronicle 1-to-1 noodle is this cup noodle. It's a cup noodle. It's very cool, and I'm going to build that. I know that Lashbrook was like, doesn't like the ramen look, but I think in it, it'll be fine. You won't even see it when it's in there, when it's all done up. Anyway, yeah, you send me a code, I build it on stream. That's how that works. And also, if you buy me something, it jumps the queue. and so then I don't have to. Um, I don't. I wait on the stuff I have in my backlog and build something for my wish list. This is it. All it's separated into its components. You can see it says cup noodle when it's all together, and there's all of that. And that is a thing I'm just gonna build on stream. Yeah, that's its components right now, right there, and then it all goes together. And there's a whole one of the sheets, one of the trays is all the noodle stuff, and then some of the ones on top you just like once it's done, some of the seasoning you just snap on into place at the end like you would with a seasoning packet, and that fucking rules. And they're also like, don't eat it. And it's like, yeah, I know not to eat it, y'all. I get that. I'm not gonna eat it. Anyway, we'll get back to building in a moment. Here are. Oh yeah. Hey. Hey. I got a Discord. If you don't join my Discord already, join my Discord. It's nice. People post photos of things they're working on. It's cool. I got some videos for you to watch. Pat Bear's Anime Club. The last Pat Bear's Anime Club was about pet peeves. I tried to keep it light and just kind of keep it like, here's a silly thing that I wish wouldn't happen. I don't like when this happens. And I also tried to like say like, I don't like this, but here are like in general, I don't like tsundere, but here are some tsundere characters that I actually think are pretty fun. To kind of keep it light. And then I just put up yesterday, as I said, Baering the List, which was Toonami shows from 2002 to 2004, including. I made sure to include Big O, which I had forgotten to include in the 99 to 2001. I just forgot. There was a lot of shows. It was good. All right, we're going to talk anime. First, we're going to drink water. Hey, y'all. It's time to hydrate. It's time to hydrate. So let's drink that water. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Oh. Go down here. Get this back together. I'm going to move this. And then we will talk about some anime. 3 shows that came out this week. We're getting into some places. We'll start with Tower of God, which was the most interested I've been in Tower of God in quite some time. It was a very good episode, and I wasn't necessarily expecting it to be so good. We had the fallout from what happened last week, and the most important part of this episode to me, it isn't. There's 2 very important things in it to me. It is one of the characters departing of their own volition. And a lot of the other characters kind of coming together to in support of Ban. Him revealing that he is an irregular, which we know that irregulars were weird, but we didn't know why they were weird in this thing, because most of the time people are challenged to participate. They are challenged to climb the tower and do the thing. And then every once in a while, some people just like manifest the tower, and to their entry into the tower, their door to the tower, they just, by force of will, want it, and they're called irregulars. And generally that is not cool. People do not like that, because it generally means that the test is going to be weird, and that the possibility of a calamity may take place. So now people know he had to tell people, hey, I'm an irregular. And people did not know that, or did not want people to know that. So that's the whole thing. And the other, to me, big thing was Raquel, who was going by Michelle. Now we don't have to say that. Everybody knows. Everybody knew anyway, but they also know that he knows, and she knows that he knows. her injury at the last episode is so severe that she can no longer continue. But he and she, they have a moment. These two characters that in a different show would not have met yet, this many episodes in, because the whole thing was him trying to find her. But now he's adopted her quest to continue and possibly, continue to be with her, heal her. I'm not really sure what the deal is, but take her, to the stars, heal her wounds, fulfill her dreams, yada yada yada. There's still some twists and turns. There's some lots of shenanigans that we found out that even more shenanigans took place with some characters, and it is it's interesting. Yeah, overall, I've been down on it. I've been kind of like, yeah, this is all right. That episode was pretty good. But this episode was solid and got me interested. Them mourning the death of a competitor, and kind of seeing some of the characters interact with one another. Not all of them, but a good portion of them, and who they like and who they don't really get along with, and who they're kind of pretending to get along with, has been kind of cool. It was kind of cool to see these characters interact with one another in ways we haven't necessarily seen all the time. So that was neat. It was overall a solid episode of a show that, as I said, hasn't always really piqued my interest. Well, it was pretty good. That's Tower of God. Eighth Son. Are you kidding me? Oh boy, are you kidding me with this? Look, somebody was talking about how keep the politics at anime. And when people say keep the politics at anime, they don't mean that anime doesn't have politics. That's not what they mean. They don't mean that Gundam doesn't have politics. They don't mean that One Piece doesn't have politics. They don't mean a show like Eighth Son doesn't have politics. They basically mean just make the thing that I zone out at and don't make me think about the real world while I'm watching my big anime titties. And that's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. Because there are people that only engage on the surface. So, is Eighth Son an okay isekai? Yeah, it's an alright isekai. Is it one of the things that it tries to set itself apart and make itself seem a little different from other shows? The fact that it focuses on some political stuff, and it's all about the class system, and that it is focused on the class system, and that is an overarching part of the whole thing. Yeah. So even though our hero is not interested in, he's fine with visiting, but he knew he's the eighth son. He wasn't going to inherit any land, and he was just going to have to be conscripted in the army and marry into their family. And because he's a reborn dude with abilities, he was like, I don't want that. I'm going to go and do my own thing and make my own way, and I'll be an adventurer. He didn't plan on getting land. He doesn't have land. He didn't plan on becoming a baron. He didn't plan on becoming a dragon slayer. These are the cards that are dealt to him. And now it's very clear that he is being used because his oldest brother is not a great ruler. Now, he might actually be an okay ruler that is living under the shadow of his youngest brother, who people are telling is trying to take over his shit. Because obviously the people that are asking him, that want him to do this, that are looking for him to take over, are definitely don't have, they want to continue to use him. So it's very clear. Because even the newest character out of the crew, this sounds like you use a flowchart. Blue, it's really easy. Eighth Son it's an isekai, but there's political intrigue and there's people backstabbing one another. It's fine. It's not that complicated of a show. It's just they're trying to be a little more interesting than your standard isekai. Uh, that also is a bit to a fault because last week they added a new character who is she's pink haired, got a giant axe. She has magic, but she can't use the magic. But the magic makes her very strong. But it also means that she's constantly hungry, and she's also kind of like immature. She's a deadere character. She seems a little cute, a little quiet, a little aloof, but like uh, but fun and also strong as shit. She cuts the head off of an undead Warren, a baby dragon, like pretty easily. Because there is some fights, they kill some zombies, they kill some undead. So there's some action in the episode, but most of the episode is just like him like slowly realizing, ah, fuck, people are using me to get what they want. Because he was just like, oh, hey, I can adventure here, and then the guy that's ahead of him for this land is like, hey, I'm gonna have you stay here, and he's like, hey, could it be anywhere but my hometown? It's kind of rough out here, but we're not sure what's gonna happen with it. I mean, look, do I know? We know from the first episode. The first episode is all of the events we're watching right now happen after the first, like before the first episode, because they flash back to it. So we know that he ends up in a manor and he has land and he has subjects and he's doing his thing. Is that where we are now? I don't know, but it's a whole thing and it's fine. I'd like to see more of this new character and see what she's up to. And see what's going on with her. I'd like to learn a little bit more about her, because she seems pretty cool, but I don't know. It's an okay show. As I said, it's an okay show. It's not great as an isekai. It's pretty harmless. It's harmless enough. It's whatever. It is trying to say something interesting, so that's nice. And then we come to, oh man, Kakushigoto. God damn it, Kakushigoto is beautiful. It's a silly, fun show. This episode is about getting your manga work done, getting the issues done so you can take a vacation. And it's Hime, the daughter, wins a trip with the dog to this inn with a hot spring or the onsen, and so they take a trip, and it's kind of fun to see them interacting and figuring that part out. And there's more with the various friends or coworkers that get constricted to come along. There is a very fun bit of business where he is sick, because that is often when folks get a cold. Like it apparently, a lot of mangaka get colds as soon as they stop working, which is true in a lot of industries for a lot of people. But everyone's kind of there to see if he's okay, including all of the ladies that have a crush on him. The high school student that he is not, that she is completely off on thinking that. The woman that he has gone to for cooking lessons, that he is definitely misled. He does not realize he has. And of course, the teacher of his daughter, who on a couple times has thought that he was flirting with her and then has found out that he wasn't and it was a misunderstanding, but she still likes him. And that's just fun. Like, they were all there, like seeing what's up, trying to help, and also being jealous of each other. And it's very fun because this whole like love triangle trapezoid square thing that he's got going on, he is completely unaware of. As far as we can tell, when his wife died, he has not dated since and has not been interested in dating. It seems very clear that he has not He has solely been interested in being a single father. So it is kind of funny that they're all seeing what's up. And then we flash forward. So if you haven't watched any of this show, there is one thing that's happening in the background um, is we keep getting flash forwards to an event, which is him, like his daughter finding out the secret. Because the whole time, the secret he's been trying to keep is that he draws a dirty joke manga. And he doesn't want his daughter to know that because he was embarrassed to say that's his job, and his wife's father was embarrassed because he's a famous artist, and it's a whole thing. And so he doesn't want people to know. He doesn't want her to know. That's his job. So that's the whole thing of the show, is keeping that secret. But we've also gotten this idea that like things change and he stopped being a manga artist, and we kind of we're going to find out in the next episode why. And this was episode 10, and I have not been it said like the final something or other for next week, and I don't think next week's the final episode. I think next week's just the final of like him being a manga artist. Because I think there's still going to be 12 episodes in the season, but I have not gotten confirmation if that is true or not. So next week could be the last episode, or it could be episode just episode 11. If you have Funimation, I think there's a week. If you don't have Funimation, you can watch it like a week later. So you can watch the first 9 episodes as of right now, and 10 if you're a subscriber. But and you have access to Funimation. But Kakushigoto is worth your time. It is sweet. It is fun. It's goofy in places. It's not super like focused on the manga, but it is way more focused on the world of being a manga artist than I originally thought it was going to be. And it's there is a bittersweetness to it that I was not expecting. It is a slice of life, but it is not by any means just a chill, nothing happens anime. Like things are happening, and sadness is on the horizon, which is not a bad thing, but it is a thing I want to make sure people know about, because I don't want you to get caught off guard and be like, Pat, you told me to watch this anime and it's sad. But yes, I did. And yes, it is. So just be aware of that. And that's the anime I watched this week. I wish Diary of Our Days at Breakwater was still, new episodes that were coming out. That's been postponed. I mean, that was postponed. We only got the first 3. It was just starting to find its footing. That was one that I was watching. I'm interested to find out how much. Also, with the manga getting a delay as well, they were going to be doing a show that I watched. Black Clover was going to do its first filler because they were running out of manga to do episodes about. So I'll be interested to see how much of that and if any plans change on that, because they had to postpone it and they barely got into any of the of it. They're basically set up for a dungeon arc. So it'll be interesting to see if that happens at all, or if they just condense it because they don't need to worry about it, or if because of the various delays they will need even more time and have to make even more of a filler choice because they will suddenly need to. I do not know. Do not have those answers, folks. If I get those answers, I will let you know. Okay. Here we go. Working on our arm here. Alright. Yeah. And then we gotta put build a hand too. We're even gonna build a hand, everybody. But yeah, I think that's. Let me see if there's a listing of if anything else was delayed that I wanted to talk about. You know, some new delays have come in. Basically, obviously, there just hasn't been new stuff. So when the new stuff comes back, they have to put that up, and then they also. So that means that things that we're going to work on later are getting postponed because they haven't been able to work on them at all, or because they now have room. They don't have room for when these things come back, so they have to postpone things, which is fine. I'm not mad about them postponing things. It's just a thing that's part of what's going on right now. But yeah, what was it? The latest thing. Oh yeah, it was wrong to try to pick up Girls in a Dungeon. Season 3 has been delayed until October. So it's basically out of the summer and it's postponed later. And various other things have just kind of been postponed and are taking longer. They had a few things that were done and they were just like, well, we're going to wait on this. And it makes sense. And a few things have just been, cut in limbo. There are a few movies that got delayed. There are a few movies that just released digitally only. Those usually don't really affect us because we don't get all those movies that often that are animated. They don't come this way that often anyway. So it's okay. But yeah. I'm going to keep building here for a while. We're going to keep working on this kit. So don't worry about that. Saturday, I will be building 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time as usual. I will do that, and that will be fun. So come back for that stream. We'll keep working on this kit. I'll have to put up a poll for my $10 patrons on what to work on next, because I expect that we'll finish this up. I don't know if we're going to finish this on Saturday because we're still going to have to do a whole arm and there are 4 legs to build. So we got to build 4 legs, which is a lot of legs. But there's no real waste to this kit, or the waste of this kit is like, you can see that right there. It's just a little thing for all the legs to fit into. So like, it's good. I don't know how long it's gonna take. So I don't think we're necessarily gonna finish up on Saturday, but we'll get really far in it on Saturday. So I'll have to figure out what we're gonna build after that. I've got some kits to build though, so don't worry about it. I've got a few kits, a couple master grades, another high grade, a Lego set. So I have options of things to put together, and then of course I have that V Gundam, the Turn A Gundam, I should say, coming. I don't know when that's going to arrive though, so can't plan for that. But I will have a few things to build, which is fun. Alright, so it's going to go here. This is going to go here. Got one arm done. We'll just do this here, just so we can. Alright. Let's just assemble what we've got. That's what we've got so far. That's pretty good, considering we just started. Alright. So we'll get a little bit more done here. We're going to get a little bit more done with our kit before we say goodbye for the night. If anything you want to chat about, if you got any questions, you don't need to use the channel points to ask a question. You just ask me if there's anything on your mind. If you got any thoughts on anything going you want to chat with me about, feel free. We can chat about some stuff. That's cool. Yeah, as we get ready to have a weekend here. Again, my next build stream is on Saturday, then of course again on Monday, and next Wednesday I'm doing that charity stream to benefit the National Bail Fund, which will be a cool cool time. Sing some Twitch sings. Get some songs going. But yeah, if you got anything you want to chat about, chat has been a little light tonight, and that's okay. Y'all picked your spots, and I appreciate that. Sometimes folks just want to zone out, and I get that. Sometimes y'all are lively as fuck, and I have to scroll and double check. But that's okay. Um, and yeah, I know some people have other stuff they're watching, or doing other things, or just doing whatever. Anything thoughts on Lego delisting comp-related kits in the White House kit? Last Lord Crash says maybe I marked tonight. Yeah, you did. Work remotely from home, says Blue. Your streams are a good way to unwind. I appreciate that. I mean, that's the thing, right? So the phrase that we've been saying, because we're going to talk about the Lego thing that the Herald brought up. The goal, the kind of the phrase I settled on, which I do, I'm not, this is what I believe, is my belief is that, this is entertainment that is not escapism. We are not ignoring the world. We are finding our spots to have breath, and to have moments of levity, and to have moments of togetherness and enjoyment. And but we are not living in a bubble. This is not a bubble. So that's where we're at. So, my general thoughts on the Lego is that is more than just lip service, and that's nice to see. I think that lots of people rightly are being called out for their general statements that don't track, various companies that certainly you're just like, wait, what? What are you talking about? That's definitely not true. Empty promises, empty statements. So to have Lego say, yeah, we are part of the fetishization of law enforcement, and that is a thing that we have to contend with, and that is surprising, and in my opinion, welcoming to be like, yeah, we need to take some steps, and we need to think about these things, and we're going to be taking these things off of our storefronts and not make them available is, I think, commendable. And as I said, I'm pleasantly surprised. And is it going to drastically increase a bizarre secondary market for some of those kits? Sure, I'm sure it will. I'm sure that there will be people who are like, well, I really want that now. I gotta get myself the whatever. That's and will some of those people be like, how dare they? And will other people being like, ooh, I can probably resell the, this rescue, this, police helicopter kit. I can definitely resell this and make money, I'm sure. Imagine if you're going to be seeing the other networks to take some of the blame for fetishizing cops. I mean, Lord Crashton, at a certain point, we would hope that the our feeds, the footage that they're getting out, although they are always going to be sensational, one would hope that some of it will be less dedicated to that. I think that it is possible that when productions of shows come up that we will have less procedurals. I still think that a lot of people take great comfort in procedurals. They take great love in, medical and doctor and detectives, and America has a hard on for folks that are not cops but act like cops. that because by not being cops, they can. It's not because oh they're not cops, so they're okay. It's like oh they're not cops, so they can get some real shit done. Uh, but we love our fucking doctor cops and our scientist cops and our our firefighter cops and our private detective cops and our um, former CIA agent cops. We love, America loves that shit. We love to fetishize that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, Lord Crushing, we'll see a bunch of very special episodes. We'll hear about the bad ones and keep going. Yes, Lord Crushing, Navy cops and lawyer cops. Don't forget, yes, meddling authors solving crimes. Yes, author cops. We love it. We invent new ones all the time. Psychic cops and fake psychic cops. All of those things. Fake psychics is like a whole fucking genre of like, well, they won't believe me if I'm just good at observing, but I can pretend to be a psychic and they'll believe me. Pre-crime cops, yeah. Um, yeah, all those things are out there, and they will have their token episodes about how like, oh, this person we've never seen before. Turns out they're on the take. What? Not like us, though. We're cool. So I have not seen the Snowpiercer TV show. So I cannot comment, Lord Crashington, that they've turned that into dystopian train cops. So I do not know. I know that there is a Snowpiercer show, but I have not watched it. I can't lay claim to that. If that is what they're doing. I mean, look. Have I watched a lot of the... I still like... I like the concept of a show like Columbo. Yeah. Yeah. Something about it. It's like, yeah, alright. This is like a weird detective. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Brilliant genius asshole cops. I forgot about that. Yeah, detectives, private detective who's an asshole but also a genius cop. We love that. Historically, we love that. There's also a postal service cop show. I mean, I'm sure there is. Yeah. Yeah. Postal cops. Yeah, of course. Of course there is. They get results. Yeah. Yes, they get results. They're brilliant. So it's okay that they are. They're brilliant. It's all right. And then sometimes people see themselves in them, and that's cool. And I can appreciate that, and I understand that. And that is not my comment on it. I'm not commenting on that portion of it. It's like, but it is generally the idea that it's like, not only do we love cops, but we love above the law cops. We love that shit. We love it. Oh, wait, this cop is also a superhero? It's also got like powers and like off duty, does stuff they can't do when they're on duty? Oh shit, yeah. Yeah. We love that. Oh yeah. And of course, when I say we, do mean the general. And then also, as I said, I'm not saying I haven't in the past or present been interested in some of those shows. One thing I enjoyed about The Shield was that the normal TV cops' choices always led to personal and professional trouble. Yeah, the Shield was like, I mean, The Shield is like interesting in that it is like the temptation. Like it is a show of cops that have gone in it for themselves, and how there's weirdly a brotherhood of it, and then there's not really a redemptive arc for that, certainly. But then also there are the cops, like the good cops in that show or that series, also have like, well, here's the episode where they get tempted, and now, whoa, where's the line? Who's the good cop now? And it's just like, okay. Oh, okay. Sure. Cool. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that at least was like fun. Yeah, then we skip real life. It is the last thing I can do, like, my very liberal parents, mostly my mom dealing with, not much so my dad, but it is a continued point of contention for a relative of ours who is a police officer. And is he a nice person? Yeah. Is he a bastard? Of course he is. He's complicit. So, like, yeah. He doesn't suck in some ways, but he sucks in many other ways. And that is difficult for my mom to kind of parse. And I get it. I mean, a lot of it is I just think that he just was a thing that he knew he'd be good at. Small town cop. And, like, he's probably very good at it. I hope he's not complete and utter trash in being a police officer. But I do not know. I cannot tell you for sure if he is or is not complete and utter trash. But he is a police officer. So, he's got that going for him, which is bad. Anyway, I'm feeling awful in the moment, and that's not fun, but that's real. And I'm okay with that. I'm going to go to this instead of here. Again, thank you so much for hanging out here at the old Build with Baer Workshop. We are model kit build in. We are working on a very fun kit. We will continue this very fun kit in the future on Saturday. What are we doing now? Well, we're going to raid. There's only a couple of us here. We are strong but mighty, and we are going to go on a raid, and it's going to be fun, and we're going to go visit another cool stream and hang out with them because this stream is over, just about. So thanks so much, everybody, for being here. Okay, Lord Crashington, thank you for that. I appreciate that. There's some Twitter's being a thing. And I appreciate you letting me know that. But yeah, we are going to go and raid. I'm going to go see who is currently streaming that I would like to go and give a little love to. And we'll see who is out there. And hopefully we'll find somebody rad as hell that we can go and raid. Speaking of rad as hell, we're just going to go raid my friend Kate because she's the best. We're going to go raid Kate because Kate rules. So we're going to go give her a raid. If you'd like to come along, feel free. If you don't want to come, don't worry about it. We'll see you on Saturday for another Build with Baer Workshop. It's going to take a second to load this, but we'll get ready to... Kate's playing Animal Crossing, and that's fun, and why not? And then we'll continue about our times. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great rest of your evening, and let's go raid a cool person. Bye-bye, everybody. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.